Not that stream. That's Lobos. Let me get my stream capture right. Let's see, what is that called? There we go. Alright, everybody. It is 7:31 CST. Saturday, February the 6th of 2021. And we are live with Cast Talks, episode 16. Oh, man. Well, here we are again, back at it. Back at it again. My feet are cold, and here we are. Well, I welcome all of you watching now, here, live, and in the future. We are going to do some good news today, probably more than usual. And we are also going to be talking about a particularly dear subject to me, about a friend who's no longer with us. So I hope that when I decide to bring about the subject, you will all welcome me in giving them a well wish and thinking about them and caring about them, even though they're not with us anymore. Hello, Ella. Glad to have you. Glad to see you. I hope that you're doing really well. There we go. Ah, man, episode 16. Can you believe it? 16 episodes of Cast Talks. I remember when it was episode 1 on October 31st last year. It was a good first episode, too. I think we'll be doing a Valentine's Day episode as well. Is that on Saturday? That'll be on Sunday, but we will have our episode that Saturday. On that episode, we'll be answering some Valentine's Day questions. We'll be doing a couple of things regarding what we love about Valentine's Day, even if it's tacky, which it is pretty tacky, I have to admit. And we'll be doing some stuff regarding random words that have to do with Valentine's Day themes. And you know, for the longest time, I've always said Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day, excuse me. And I know it's not Valentine. I know, but I've always said it. I don't know why or where I picked it up. It might be from My Valentine. From Yu-Gi-Oh! Man, cartoons back in the day had some characters that were a little too hot for their own good. They always made the adults a little bit, a little bit edgy, but anyway, that's what I remember. I barely watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Though, just a few episodes here and there. The Egyptian god Yugi, the actual Yu-Gi-Oh! Had a good voice too, though. I remember that. I was thinking, man, I wish I could sound like that. I think I sound pretty good though, so I'm not too jealous anymore. Envious might be the word for it instead. But I'm glad to have you folks here with me, and I'm glad to be talking again to the people that support me the most by coming to these streams. So, we're going to start with our good news segment. Which will be Dutch design artists creates light show in the leek field to celebrate farms and enhance plant growth. I like the colors on this one. I might even show you a little clip here in a second. Dutch designer and artist Don Lusgaard has turned a field of ordinary leeks into a dazzling light show in celebration of the crops that feed us. Using LED light beams, the show called Grow is based on phonobiological science that has suggested certain combinations of light spectrums can actually raise healthier crops. No stranger to big, inventive ideas, this latest project from Studio Roosengaard is one of what will be called dreamscapes, which look to make the farmer the hero and celebrate the fields that grow our life, sustaining food with a combination of art and science. The humble field of leeks is transformed by night into a stage upon which millions of red and blue spirits appear to dance. As beams of light cast from projectors at the boundaries of the paddock catch on every leaf and every drop of dew. Grow as the dreamscape which shows beauty of light and sustainability, not as a utopia, but as a protopia, improving step by step, says Roosengaard on the project. The particular colors and intensities are based on new agriscience that demonstrates how different spectrums of light can enhance plant growth, meaning that Grow is not a light show for the sake of it, though it is beautiful, but that it also provides larger, healthier food to consumers, which can be grown using fewer pesticides. Studio Roosengaard has a tendency for great ideas of combining science and art. Good News Network has featured his work before, including a series of billboards in Monterrey, Mexico, that purify the air, as well as 30 trees, and an art installation in China that turns smog into diamonds. Very crazy. In fact, I will be able to show you guys this here, I believe. Let me just get my stream focused there. This is a new feature on Cast Talk's actual moving video. I hope you will enjoy it with me. You know, I've never really enjoyed leaks too much myself, but if there were super leaks out there, I'd really be into it. Super leaks. I've always thought that there was a beauty to herbology and agriculture and clean farming, things like that. And I am really impressed with the nature of this light show, in which they're able to capture that essence and that beauty in such a fine and pristine quality, because it does really show that everything that can be done with science and the beauty that can be created in the sort of min-maxing of our world. It is so special to me. This is a beautiful sight as well, seeing all these things come together. Plus the drone shots are very nice. Oh, wow. It's so pretty. It's amazing. Well, I love this. To be honest with you, it's fantastic, really fantastic. I don't know how much more I can add to it with my commentary, but I will say I haven't seen something this beautiful since the game Flower, which is one of my favorite relaxation games. If you've played Flower, you know what I'm talking about. It is a beautiful, crazy, ridiculously pretty game. And this reminds me of it a lot. All right, people, that was something special. Wow. But anyway, that's our first news story for the day. I hope that you are doing fantastic today, Ella. I'm glad that you showed up. Not only that, but I'm also glad that we can spend this time together. It really is such a precious time. And we have this time, just a little bit, on this Saturday night to spend together. So, I will get into my slightly more heavy subject now. It is the heaviest it will get all day, or all stream for us, so bear with me. My very good friend, who I've known for several months, actually almost a whole year, Dark Griffith, she passed on December 29th of last year. And this news deeply disheartened me and upset me because we were good friends and we had enjoyed each other's company many times over the 9.5 months that we knew each other. And I have missed her dearly. And it does make me believe that it has shown me grief again in my life for the first time in quite some time. But I'm not in a state of misery, though I was feeling miserable earlier today, I have to admit. More than anything else, I feel like I have a renewed interest in living again, and I have to say that is thanks to her and her spirit, her effect on me, because I would not have realized how much I wanted to live if I hadn't experienced the loss of her in my life. And she was a good friend to me. She was my confidant and a mentor to me as well. And she knew a lot more about life than I do. And I'm sure she knows a whole lot more now that she's not with us anymore, wherever she is. And I will miss her. She will be dearly missed. So, I will say to all of you out there who are with us, either now or in the future, think about Dark. Just say a prayer if you'd like, or give a moment's thought, a moment's silence, in honor and respect of the great person she was, and of how she touched the lives of so many people, including me. Thank you very much. Now, on to especially lighter news. I have started a new job, a new meditation job. It is a very good thing. I was worried that I wouldn't be able to do it with my grieving, but I do feel as though I have gotten through the worst of it for now. I'm sure more will come in the future, but I have been very, I suppose you could say, fondly enjoying our messages and correspondence over the years. Not the years, excuse me. Ginny, oh my gosh, I'm so happy to see you. I am just getting into the end of my talk about my grieving, just a little bit of talk about it. And just letting everybody know that things are good. Even though I was a bit sad earlier today, I'm doing fine. I'm so glad to see that you made it, though. Ginny and I were talking about it most of the day for about 4 hours, 5 hours, a little less than that, until she had to go nap, which I hope that you're feeling well after your nap, Ginny. I do too, though I often find it difficult for me to nap. I have to be just warm enough, but not too warm. Just cozy enough, but not to the point where I'm sweating, and that's a hard thing for me to achieve. But when I do, I'm very happy about it. But yes, welcome on in. You only just missed some good news and a little bit of a light show that we had going on here, and I could play it for you again if you'd like me to, Jenny, because I think you'd like to see it. But I'll let you decide. Okay, sure, I'll play it for you again. I really enjoyed it, and I don't mind showing it a second time. I do not mind at all. This is a Dutch designer's light spectrum pulsation across this leaf field to help it grow faster and larger. Keep some bugs away too. It's very pretty. I love that little change in color, the little shine. It's beautiful. This is art. That's all I can say. This is art. But I hope that you're feeling well. I hope that you're enjoying yourself. It really is a beautiful thing. Oh, to get in the mood for streaming today and to sort of be in a better spot, I was listening to an old TV show, and Ginny, you might actually be aware or familiar with this show. So let me know if you've heard of it. Got some stuff going on. Okay. I hope it's not too bothersome, the stuff you're doing. I hope you're enjoying it at least. But otherwise, welcome to the stream. We're glad to have you. It was very pretty. I agree with you. We could all use a little bit of pretty stuff going on in our day. But yeah. As far as other things go, this is a nice night, and I was watching some Whose Line Is It Anyway before I started the stream, and it got me in the mood to be having a good time and be enjoying myself, and I'm real grateful for it, because I was feeling melancholic earlier today, honestly, but I got through the worst of it, and it does come back and forth, waxes and wanes. Whose line is it anyway? Have you heard of that show, Ella? Are you a fan? Horse line, is it anyway? Horse line. That's a good one, though. Don't mind me making fun of your it ain't bad. It ain't bad. It's very funny. Even like the not funny episodes make you smile, You do like it, Jenny. Yeah, it's a very good show. It's a very good show. I'm not the biggest fan of Drew Carey, but oh, I'm sorry, Ella. Don't let me make fun of you, okay? Don't let me put you in a corner. Don't let me give you a hard time. But yeah. Here, I'll make up for it. I will show you some cat videos. How about that? Will that make you feel better? Would some cat videos make you feel better, Ella? Because I will definitely show those to you if you don't mind. some lovely oriental short hairs would be just the thing right now. You know, I'm up in my game with Castox, up in my game. This video is from Hobbycats. Hobbycats. I'm going to honk until you let us in. Yeah, it's good stuff, really it is. Really it is. This is the show now. We have cat videos. But really, oh, Habitcats, yeah. They are very nice. They're precious. And short hairs are very cute too. I think that we're changing the stream just a little bit to be even more wholesome than before. We're having even more wholesomeness. Just a lovely little wholesome thing going on. What kind of cats would you like to own, or animals, excuse me, Ginny and Ella? What animals would you be interested in having in your life? Those are oriental short hairs, which they're very, very skittish, but once you get on their good side, they're very affectionate. I've actually only been around one short hair in my life, and she was so shy, and if you even approached her slightly, she would basically go ooh, and then try to get out of the way of you because she was so afraid of being like not trampled, I suppose, but being stepped over or being near a new person. But she was so tiny. Aw, you've told me that, Jenny. That's right. You have Reba, and what's your second cat's name? I'm gonna forget. Not Shadow, is it? No, I know someone else with a cat named Shadow. Gilly, that's it, Gilly. I hope that they're doing well. Gilly is less of a troublemaker than Sheba or Reba, from what I remember. Is that true? Is Gilly the good one? Aw, you'd love to have one of those. You just love their personality, at least the kind shown in the video. They feel so gentle and majestic. It's true, they are very kind, from what I can tell. And they love sitting in the warm laundry. But who doesn't love that? Warm laundry. This is one of my favorite videos from them. And I think that having a short hair would be fantastic. I like really grumpy looking cats too, though. I like cats that look like, they're just like, they're grumpy and a little mad to be existing, but then like you pet them and they sort of soften up a little bit. Oh, look at all those cats. They have very long snouts too, very long muzzles. But I hope that you guys are enjoying some more of the interactive events of this, because this is what I'd like to do for us, to have more, like, some entertainment as well as a little bit of what's going on here. It's becoming more variety, I think, that we're having. It does. It does give off a fantasy vibe, but short hairs have a very Egyptian feel to me. I know they are from like Asia usually, but they have such like a Egyptian, like they have that vibe where they're like very noble, like characters from Avatar. I see what you mean. Avatar does have a very mystic, very fantasy vibe to it. And short hairs, they have like a certain X factor that makes them kind of almost seem like they're out of an anime. You know what I mean? Like they're almost kind of otherworldly in how cute they are, how innocent, and how curious they seem. But cats in general have that quality, but short hairs especially. Short hairs especially. I have also noticed that I have a love of, I have a love of animals in general, and if I had to be a medical practitioner of any kind, I would definitely be I would be a veterinarian of some kind, because I just love animals. I love helping them. I love seeing them smile, and I love when they bump you and they nose drill you. I would be a vet because I I would help animals with their physical therapy is what I would do. I'm not sure if that's actually a veterinarian, but something like that. Because I just I love seeing the progress in animals and seeing them come back from their problems and work through them and evolve and advance. I feel the same way about people, but this is the way I would help people. It's like what I'm doing right now is these sort of talk me to sleep kind of things. You know, where you're just having a good time, really enjoying yourselves. And, you know, this sort of vibe is very nice for me. I also like petting and holding animals too, though. A big fan of that. Well, thank you, folks, for being so positive in the chat today. There's so much going on. So much going on. I love seeing it. I love seeing the chat scroll up, you know, from so much conversation. Makes me happy. But I will show you another cat video as thanks. Let us find one. I am a big fan of. Oh, I'll show you one of the videos I saw today that is on our that is actually on our on the Discord, Cassius Mishima Cute Animals, because we love our cute animals at Cassius Mishima. This one is Choo Choo Ran Away During a Bath by Kitasaurus. I love me some grumpy looking cats. This cat looks so grumpy. And I love that. Just give them a pet and a hug until they feel better. Nice little hug and a scratch and a little scissoring here and there. I have never given an animal a bath though. I would love to. I hope that speaking with them would calm them down. Do you ever find that an animal making a little noise or being a little excited, it just releases so much. I know it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I love me a good cat video. And look how grumpy Choo Choo is. So grumpy. Oh, such big eyes. They're adorable, aren't they? Yeah, I've heard the same thing. Choo Choo is very chill, because most cats do not like taking baths or having their hair cut, but she's just like, she's okay with it. She's totally fine with it. Besides, like, sort of trying to understand what's going on and escape a little bit, but she's just hanging out. You know, it seems very chill. That is not the experience most cat owners have, from what I'm told. But yeah, it is a lovely thing to own an animal that is very kind and gentle and majestic. Aw, clean in the face. I'd like to experience that someday. Own a cute little cat, and then a lovely dog, and then train them to get along together. I do love me some cats. This is top tier content. This is very powerful stuff. I wish I could say that I was capable of having cat content like this. Lovely. What a nice little aside for us to go on. But go ahead and subscribe to them if you aren't already. They're lovely. It's funny how big and poofy their hair makes them, makes their head. And then the rest of their body is so tiny, wet stick. Just this tiny wet stick. It's true. It is fantastic to see their hair go down though, and to see, like, you know, they're so tiny and you can just hold them. Just this tiny little boy and girl. And you give them a nice little pet and a hug. And the warm water helps them calm down. Even though cats usually do not like water in general, even warm water. But Choo Choo is just totally fine with it, you know, just hanging out. It's such a lovely, endearing trait to have, is to be that calm. It's lovely. But I am happy to have a lovely animal in my life, even if it's only through a computer screen, because I am so just grateful to be able to see them, even if it's only in that capacity. But it is time for our next good news segment. I hope that you folks are ready. Of course, Jenny. Come back whenever you can. Kenyan woman starts recycling plastic waste into bricks that are 5 times stronger than concrete. Let's take a look. An absolutely brilliant young woman in Kenya has started a company manufacturing bricks from recycled plastic. This is next gen, future is now stuff. Nzambi Mati says she was tired of being on the sidelines while civil servants struggled against plastic waste in the capital city of Nairobi. So the materials engineer created a product that is 5 to 7 times stronger than concrete. Founder of Jeng Makers, which transforms plastic waste into durable building materials. Mati also designed the machines that manufacture the bricks in her factory, getting dumps of plastic low and high density polyethylene and polypropylene from local packaging plants for free. Jeng Makers produces a variety of different paving stones after the plastic polymer is heated and mixed with sand. I love this. This is so great. This is so great. Let's see. There is a waste they cannot process. There is waste they cannot process anymore. They cannot recycle. That is what we get, Mati told Reuters. The result is a line of versatile building materials pressed via hydraulic machine into different thicknesses that sell in a variety of colors that cost an average of $7.70 per square meter. So far, she has employed more than 110 people, helping to churn out about 1,500 bricks every day, she told Reuters. That they have recycled about 20 metric tons of plastic waste since the company was founded in 2018. She hopes to very soon add a much bigger manufacturing line that will triple her production capacity. Here's a video of her recycling in action. Trash. Excuse me, that was a little loud. You have to apologize for being so loud. Where is the good news? There we go. Look at all this hard work. I have something similar, but the lady made her exterior extensions wig from plastic, which I think is pretty cool. It is amazing. And look at all this. All these paving stones. All this plastic. It's returned to the earth in a more useful, fabricated manner. I've had dreams like this about turning plastic into something else. This woman is doing the work of an amazing person, and she is amazing for doing this, I think. Plastic waste turned right back into something usable. Look at all this. I love it. I think this is my favorite episode of Cast Talk so far. Having all this activity going on, it's lovely. That is a durable brick. Wow. It's probably really smooth once you sand it down, too. 1,500 bricks a day is awesome. Look at that. Oh my gosh. You could pave like so many city streets with that. I love the future, Ella. I love the future. The future is here, and it's fantastic. Ooh, welding. But yeah, the pattern is lovely, isn't it? The pattern is lovely. It is fantastic. This is a huge step for us as people, you know, to be able to recycle things that are so wasteful on their own, that have no actual, like, usefulness outside of something like this, because they can transform an entire culture to have this waste recycled, and you can pay good money to have it finally. This woman's awesome. This person's awesome, excuse me. I don't actually know what she qualifies herself as a gender, but I love it. It's great. All right. That is something in that. It is something. But yes, I am all for that sort of thing. I am all for that sort of thing. This is really my favorite episode of Cast Talk so far, though. Episode 16. It's a good one. I have not actually. This is a fresh one from the internet. It is actually, let me find you the actual place so you can subscribe if you'd like to. It is from New Bliss. Sleep in this cozy cabin ambience with heavy rain sounds and a warm fireplace. Just in case you want to use it for yourself. And I like it. I've never been in a cabin before, but I'd like to someday. A nice little cabin with a beanbag chair. There's a cat on the beanbag chair. I didn't even see that before. What a lovely little place to be. Oh, tomorrow is going to be the memorial for Dark. And it's going to be on the Second Life SOS sim. And I hope that all of you listening now, even if it's in the future, will be able to pay some respects to it. It does look cozy, it's true. Oh, Ella, I wanted to tell you, I am so very grateful to have you here as one of my recurring members of, recurring listeners. I am very grateful for your lovely attentions. And I wanted to say, this show wouldn't be the same without you. Thank you so much. I'm glad to have you here. In fact, I'll even do this for you. There you go. I hope that you can enjoy that a little bit. And you know, this is a great one already. I'm enjoying it. Thank you. Thank you very much. But yeah, I am really having a good time, really enjoying myself. Oh, well, thank you so much. I feel like this is a transformative thing. I'm glad to hear it, Ella. It's crazy how things have changed over the 16 weeks we've been doing this. The first week, I had no idea what I was doing. To be honest with you, I was just kind of like, let's think of something to do and let's enjoy ourselves and let's just take it easy. But we really have had a lot of great moments together, and I'm very grateful for the small amount of attention I already have. You know, I wouldn't be the same without you guys. Really wouldn't. And it's great for me too, honestly. It's very good for me. Yeah, this is something I really enjoy. And I do feel like I'm helping people as well because even though I don't think I'm quite as successful as I'd like to be, like many people feel that way, I do feel like this helps people. It helps me too, and I hope people recognize that and enjoy it for them. But we're going to do another good news segment. Because I'm enjoying it so far, the good news. So let's keep the good mood going. This is a longer story though, so it might take me a little while to get through it. You know what? I'm intimidated by the daunting amount of reading this one has. World's first all-civilian mission to space will usher in a new era while raising money for St. Jude's. St. Jude's is a fantastic place, and I would love someday to raise money for them because I have heard it costs them $1 million every day that they stay open to treat cancer for young children, like very young, like babies to ages 11 and 12. And I think a little older than that too, but they treat cancer in like young people, and they are so positive and so fantastic, and I'd like to raise money for them someday. That's what I'd like to do. In fact, that's a huge goal for this stream, is to be able to raise some money for really good societies and benefits and really good charities. That's something I'd love to do. And I do wonder if we'll get there someday. If we do, I hope it's sooner rather than later. But yeah. Okay, here we go. SpaceX announced plans for the world's first all-civilian mission to space Targeted for late 2021, the flight will be commanded by Jared Isaacman, a 37-year-old entrepreneur and accomplished pilot, and they're looking for co-adventurers. Wouldn't that be fantastic for an adventure into space? My gosh, what a crazy thing. Named the Inspiration 4 in recognition of the 4-person crew's mission to inspire support for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. The journey punctuates a new era for human spaceflight and exploration. It really does, though. Isaacman is donating the 3 mission seats alongside him to crew members who will be selected to represent the mission's pillars of leadership, hope, generosity, and prosperity. And they are using a Super Bowl to announce the search for players. Inspiration 4 is the realization of a lifelong dream and step towards a future in which anyone can venture out and explore the stars. Said Isaacman, the founder and CEO of Shift 4 Payments, I appreciate the tremendous responsibility that comes with commanding this mission, and I want this historic moment to inspire humanity while helping to tackle childhood cancer here on Earth. Truly inspirational, in my opinion at least. I think one day I would like to explore space a little bit too, just like around the Earth, maybe go to the moon at least once. But that's a little crazy talk, isn't it? I think it'd be cool though, spend some time in space and outside our atmosphere. Imagine Cass talks in space. Can you even imagine that, Ella? That would be fantastic. Cass talks from outer orbit. And literally, the stream could just be a view outside one of the portholes of the planet rotating slowly, and it would be spaceship ASMR. Imagine that. That would be fantastic. Imagine it. But yeah, I'd love that. I was asked recently if I use a vape pen, which my answer is I do not. I actually have never vaped or done anything as far as smoking goes in my entire life, though I have been asked to do it before. I think I might have shared this once already on the stream. But I am a huge believer in physical clarity and physical safety and the sanctity and the true kind of purity of the human form, as far as not being interrupted by things like smoking. But I take caffeine, so I can't say that I'm completely like straight edge about it, but I do like the idea of keeping things as clean as possible. That's something I'd like to inspire in others as well. Welcome back, Jenny. I'm glad you can make it back. I was just talking about something that you are very familiar with, but I won't talk about it any further because I'm sure you have your own things you're doing, not to, expose you too much. And as far as enjoying, some comforts, I really do enjoy relaxing and playing video games a little bit now. I've been playing a little bit of Diablo 2. I even sent Jenny a screenshot of me about to kill the bug queen in the maggot lair. Playing a barbarian, actually. But I do go very light, only about a half hour a day, sometimes even less than that. It's a fun game, though. It reminds me of my childhood. Really does. I was able to take down the Maggot Queen. I was able to, and I got the Staff of Kings, and I was definitely able to do what I wanted to, and that was a lovely accomplishment. But it's time for more cat videos. I felt pretty accomplished when I did that, but it is time for me to have some more accomplishments in the form of watching these videos. Let's see. There we go. Aw, look at Choo Choo. She's so docile when she's being cleaned up. So is Coco. You know, I think cats inspire so much in me. They inspire feelings of gracefulness and love. I think that cats have such a nature to them that I sometimes forget how much I enjoy them. I am going to get a cat someday, and I'm going to be very happy when I do, because I just think they're great. I think that something else I really enjoy is they look so fluffy. You can just hold them and squish them. Just give them little pats and stroke their fur. Aw, they do look like big old cuties. Little tiny beans. But yes, the wholesomeness of Cast Talks is multiplied even further by the wholesomeness of cat videos. The vibe is ever changing, but in the best way. I recommend subscribing to Cream Heroes. Little Grumpy Clouds. Oh, that's fantastic, Ella. Go ahead and subscribe to them if you can, though. They're really cool. They've got a lot of good videos. She must have been doing stuff like this with them since they were kittens, for them to just lay there and let her do that stuff. I agree. They've been trained to be like cool about it by like really slow beginnings, I'm sure, because they are just so chill. They're just hanging out while they're being groomed and manicured. I do think that cats are some of the most precious things in the world. So are capybaras and chinchillas, though, too. Even though chinchillas are... they do poop everywhere. Chinchillas have some really nasty habits, but they are... Oh, look at that. They are beautiful little creatures. Very, very excitable. They love their dust baths, too. They love bathing in volcanic dust. Aw. Just getting a little bit of water on them at first, so they know there's water happening. Aw. This cat has such big eyes, and I love it. I love big, big old eyes. Reminds me of my cat when I was very young. Such beautiful fur, too. Such beautiful, beautiful fur. I do love it, though. Honestly, I do. Oh, the soap. Here comes the soap. Don't go. You gotta get soap first. Gotta get some soap on you. But yeah, I think I would be really happy with cleaning animals, excluding, having to get my hands really dirty with like the butts and stuff. But no one really likes to clean animal butts, I'm sure. Spooling. Are you having some frame drops? No frame drops in this end. She does not look happy. Aw, it's so cute though. Oh, you mean your screen is like loading a lot? I understand. Aw, she's better now. Well, I don't know if I can help you with that, but you could turn the quality down a little bit, that might help. Gotta clean that babu up. Get her nice and dried out. Alright, folks. It is time for our intermission for the evening. As much as I'd like to continue the cat videos, we do have to take a short 5-minute break so that everybody can stretch out those muscles, can relax a little bit on their feet, and can actively rest and make sure they don't get too cramped up from sitting so long. So, if you're awake, if you haven't fallen asleep already, which you might have, go ahead and take 5 minutes to yourself. Go to the bathroom, get some tea, and meet back here in just a few minutes, okay? Thanks. Oh, I understand what you mean. Video buffering. I'll be right back. Take a moment for yourself and maybe let it buffer a little bit. Hello, everybody. I hope you enjoyed your little time away from the screen. And as far as coming on back goes, go ahead and get back into your nice comfy position, and we'll finish out this stream here last hour, enjoying ourselves, taking a nice little time out of the week, end of the week. Everything's going better. So we have more good news. I'm going to finish the second good news, the third good news that I didn't finish yet, about Isaacman and the flight of the SpaceX Inspiration 4. So, Isaacman and the Inspiration 4 crew will undergo commercial astronaut training by SpaceX on the Falcon 9 launch vehicle and Dragon spacecraft, including a specific focus on orbital mechanics, operating in microgravity, zero gravity, and other forms of stress testing, according to the week's announcement. They will receive emergency preparedness training, spacesuit, spacecraft ingress and egress exercises, as well as partial and full mission simulations. The mission will launch from NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida and will be carefully monitored at every step by SpaceX Mission Control as the spacecraft orbits the planet every 90 minutes along a customized flight path. Upon conclusion of the multi-day journey, Dragon will re-enter Earth's atmosphere for a soft water landing off the coast of Florida. Isaacman has given St. Jude 2 seats on the Inspiration 4 mission. The first seat is reserved for St. Jude ambassador with direct ties to the hospital's vision. This month, members of the public can enter for a chance to join the flight in the second seat and pledge support to the life-saving mission of St. Jude. Isaacman has committed giving $100 million to St. Jude and is inviting everyone to join him in attempting to raise upwards of $200 million. Welcome back. Thank you. Glad to be back, and glad to have you back too, Ella. Save more children worldwide. He will also offer additional support to St. Jude fundraising efforts in the form of other prizes, including flights in a military jet and flight gear. Rated to fly both commercial and military aircraft, Isaacman holds several world records, including a speed around the world flight to raise money and awareness for Make-A-Wish foundations. Oh, nice, Ella. What did you get? Let us know what snack you got. He was flown in over 100 air shows as part of a Black Diamond Jet team, dedicating every performance to charitable causes. In 2011, Isaacman co-founded what would become the world's largest private air force, Draken International, to train pilots for the United States Armed Forces. Dragon, the reusable spacecraft, made history when it was launched into orbit by SpaceX to resupply the International Space Station in 2012. After its maiden flight 2 years earlier, marked the first commercially built and operated spacecraft to be recovered successfully from orbit. Shift4 Payments is providing market support for the mission and will use the Super Bowl broadcast this Sunday to dramatically introduce the mission and its purpose to the public. A 30-second spot will air during the first quarter of the big game and invite all viewers to support and be part of the historic journey through the St. Jude. This partnership brings two missions together to create one incredible moment in time that will be a huge impact for years to come in the global effort to cure childhood cancer, said Richard C. Shadegg Jr., CEO of ALSAC, the fundraising and awareness organization for St. Jude. Rainbow goldfish and some iced tea. That sounds lovely. That sounds absolutely lovely. I haven't had goldfish in I don't know how long. I've never had the rainbow goldfish myself either. Isaacman will collaborate with Shift4 Payments to offer the fourth and final crusade representing the prosperity mission pillar to an entrepreneur who utilizes the new Shift4 Shop e-commerce platform to launch their online business with the software. Isaacman included today's announcement is the first step of a very exciting program and journey. In the lead up to launch, we'll share new ways to support the follow our mission preparation and execution with a focus on inspiring and helping others. What a lovely news story. Absolutely lovely. Well, we're going into our second half of the stream for today. I hope that you guys are enjoying yourselves so far. I hope that you're feeling like this is a good one, because this is a good one for me. I'm really having a good time. I think that something that I do truly enjoy is making people have a better day just by using my voice. I think that might be my purpose in life. At least it feels that way. I've been doing it for so long now that it's kind of become a habit. It's a very good habit, though. Certainly can't complain for it. I think I'll be doing that for the rest of my life if I can. I'd like to do Cast Talks for as long as possible. I've said that before, though. But it's a goal of mine to see just how far we can go. You know, just how far we can make it together. I'm glad to hear that, Jenny. I do feel like we're learning more and more about the vibe of Cast Talks every time we do one. It's really a good thing, I think. I certainly think it's good for me. Very good for me. Oh, Ella, how is Aries doing? I haven't asked about him in a while, but I'm curious. You don't have to say if you don't want to, though. Just curious. in the meantime, let me put on more cat videos. Because I love me some cat videos. I think it's great. I notice a big difference in you from when we talk casually on SL and from here. And you really do seem at peace during cast talks. And Aries is good. Alright, I'm glad to hear it. Cast talks has an effect on me, I guess you could say. It is a soothing thing for me, and it does make me feel more like I could sort of be a personality, which I enjoy. Look at that cat up there just checking things out. Just taking a scope over. I feel a certain strength during this. Especially this one. This has been a good one for me. But I love cats, and this is a new vibe for us. Aw, look at being brushed up and down with a towel. I do love white towels. I need more of those in my life. Aw, she's so tiny. But yeah, I think that I think that there is a special effect that happens during cast talks that I've sort of grown attached and fond of the time that I spend here with you folks. To the point where I do feel a sense of relief whenever we're doing it, because every episode I make is a veneration of myself, sticking to a schedule, doing a ritual performance, and it does make me feel a little bit more whole every time, even if it's in a very small way, which it is pretty small, but it's something. Ah, I do too. That might be one of my favorites, is when cats get squished. Aw. Aw. Trying to snuggle up when they're all wet. Such a tiny, thin little body. Like two cats grooming at once. Aw. I do like their little setup here, their house. It does seem like a very lovely little place for cats. But during this time of grieving for me, these cat videos and animal videos have been really important, because they do make me feel a lot like I'm having a little bit of connection with something. And I do love, oh, such a grumpy looking cat. I do love having a connection with animals. It is a huge thing for me. All your ducks in a line. looking forward to my meditation on Monday. I think the topic will either be about friendship or closeness to people or something, maybe oneness. I'm not sure yet. My last one was about gratitude, which I thought was really good. It was a very good one. But I think this next one will probably be about getting the face squished. It'll probably be about closeness and self-power and inner power and unity and bonding. I think that's what it's going to be. It's about bonding with your friends. Aw, getting your face cleaned. Cats have such big eyes. I can never get over how big their eyes are. They're so cute. Such cute big eyes. I just love it. I could see cats all day though. I wouldn't get tired of it. Just a cat squisher. Squishing cats. Oh. All these cats hanging around. I'm getting a lot of Garfield vibes from that one. Toe beans. Stepping over the cats. But yeah, that's it for our cat videos for today. We've had enough cat videos. Dropping some frames, unfortunately. I do love petting cats. I like beanie toes. Cat's paws are so gentle sometimes. Yeah, I was lying down a little earlier today thinking about my friend, and I was thinking about how much of an impact she had on my life. And I started reading my old messages from her, my correspondence, and it really made me feel like I was still very close to her, even though we didn't talk the last couple of months I knew her. But she was going through a really hard time. And, you know, I feel like just seeing those messages and knowing how close we were, it does make me feel more at peace. I hope I can keep spreading good vibes, though, in her name, in her honor, in her spirit. That would make me happy. I'm sure it would make her happy too. But as far as that goes, I think that we are We are doing such a good job. And I get to help so many people. Even if it's just like five. Five is a lot of people. Five is a lot of people to talk to and to have interaction with. And I feel blessed, really. I only hope that I can share this blessing with everybody else, and I can make everybody else feel the the strength and the good vibes. That's really all I can hope for. I'm trying to think of what kind of cat I would like. I'm still thinking a black cat would be really lovely. I do like black cats, but I like all types of cats. I like tabbies. I like they're called Maine Coons. I like you know, gray Russians and blue Russians. Straight up black cats, big green eyes. I'm terrible at naming animals though. I have to like get a random animal name generator at some point because I'm just so bad at naming things. I just get so like so frustrated about the idea of trying to come up with a good name. But I suppose I don't quite possess the greatest patience for coming up with names, unfortunately. Though I try my best. I really do. Mm. And then, like, my cat or dog would come over and hop up on my lap during cast talks. That would be fantastic. And then you could hear the, the meowing and the, the low rumble from me and the cat. That would be the best. Honestly, it would be the best. Oh, I would name my dog Shepherd. Ah, that's a great name. Commander Shepherd. That's what I'm going to name my dog, is Shepherd. I played the greatest Mass Effect run of all time. I was just Paragon Male Shepherd. Oh, give Reba a kiss and a hug for me. That little kitten deserves the best in life. And she's doing pretty good having you as an owner. Just saying. And she could do a lot worse than having Ginny. Ginny, the kind and gentle person I know her to be. It rained so much today. Everything's all wet outside. It's a particularly unpleasant time to be outside for me. When it's all rainy and wet. I don't like it. I prefer when it's sunny and warm. I prefer that. That's my time of the day that I'm just the most okay with. I think about having a cute ball fur on my lap or in my arms when I'm trying to sleep. I think about a lovely little kind fur ball to hold on to that nuzzles and pushes their nose and drills their face up against me. That's what I want. That would be great. Alright, folks, we're getting into the final quarter of our show. You know, these Saturday episodes of Cast Talks always seem to go by so fast. I always feel like I'm trying my best to give you guys all that I can and make it a good one. I feel like we're doing well this time, though. I feel like this is a good one for me. Wow. Alright, it's time for some random words, I think. Seal. I've always thought that there's a way to seal off parts of your personality and parts of your mind, you know, to keep them the way they are, but in hibernation and stasis. That's how I was for a long time. I was in stasis for almost a decade because of how bad my mental health situation was. And it took me a long, long time to get out of that. I feel like it's a very difficult thing, and I know a few people that are still going through that. But there are people with much worse situations than I currently am in. I suppose I've been lucky, and that's something I'm grateful for, to have had this time to heal and to sort of become the person that I am and have always been. But it takes time, you know, it takes time. It takes a lot of time. And you know, I'm real grateful to be this far along, even if it doesn't seem that far to everybody. It's pretty far to me. That's a good thing. I like to think that this sort of thing, talking people to sleep and helping people get to a resting position, I feel like there's a huge need for that. You know, I feel like in this world there's so much that is not chill and so aggravating and aggressive. I feel like the world really needs a small little portion of just cool and calm and collected. Just relaxed and safe. You know, something that doesn't inspire too much negativity. Though I have been negative a few times on this show, just a little bit from time to time. Just a little bit. It all sort of winds together sometimes where I have the moods I'm in and I'm going through them, you know, in one way or another. But more than that, there's a thread that winds through everything that I do, and it winds through my meditations and through cast talks and through good night and our what's our other one? What's our other one? No, that's it. I've almost forgotten what the stuff that we do here, and it is a vibe of positivity and healing. It's a good thing. I feel like it's really inspired my life for the better. And when I do think about it more, I feel like so much good could come from this. You know, so much good could be taken from all this. And I hope that I have some impact before my time is up, as Unis Honest might say. That's really what it's all about for me, is trying to find some kind of positive legacy, and not like, you know, for posterity or for glory or anything like that. I'm not really interested in glory. I'm more interested in having people feel lasting and long and even semi-permanent improvement to their life just from the amount of cool-headedness and chill and ambience that I can provide. Because so many people can't even relax. I couldn't relax for a long, long time. It took me a long, long time to even get to a percentage of where I am now. And I may still get more relaxed as time goes on. You know, it might take me quite a while longer to get any more relaxed than I am now. But I have hope for it. Ultimate relaxation goals, though, they exist. Let's do another word. Comfortable. You know, I find myself in many situations in my life not being comfortable. I think that really comes from a insecurity and a lack of strength in myself. You know, I think that a lot of the negativity that's been given to me throughout my life has led me to generally not being comfortable in a lot of situations. And it stuck with me, I admit. It has stuck with me. But I feel that go away now and again. Every now and again it goes away, a little bit at a time. Because, it takes a long time to build on layers of depression and melancholy and sadness, but it takes a lot of time, though less time it feels like, to take it off and to peel that onion, I guess you could say. Even though it smells real bad, you'll be grateful later on when you peel that onion. You'll be grateful. Yeah, my head's been a bit achy recently. It's a bit achy now, but I was laughing so much earlier, there's no wonder. I think that tonight, though, will be a good night's sleep. That's my guess, at least. And it can't always happen, unfortunately, but one day there'll be a pill for that. It's actually a pretty way of putting it. I'd like to see my dreams too on a screen. That would be a crazy stream, is to do live dream interpretation. I don't think my dreams would be good or suitable for that though, because they're a little naughty, honestly. But what can I say? I have a unfortunately naughty ego that goes on and crazy and wild in my dreams, but I don't remember most of it. I just remember the ideas of that sort of thought process and that habit. I remember just a small amount of stuff, just a juicy detail here and there. Mostly though, my dreams are pretty boring. Most of the time I'm just scooting along. Just scooting along. I need to check if there are downloadable widgets for OBS and Streamlabs, because I'd like to have more widgets. I'd like to have a couple more stuff that I can add later on, and this is probably a few streams down the line that I'd want to add stuff. But certainly there's other stuff I'd like to put in Cast Talks and the Good Night stream. There's a lot of stuff that could really go on in this stream that could be a huge advantage. And I think a lot of it has to do with noises and sounds and timing, because there is a huge amount of desire in me to make something that sounds really beautiful, like a large amount of craftsmanship, a beautiful noise. Oh, speaking of that, I am thinking that the Thursday streams are going to be moved to Monday. And I've been talking about it for a little while, but I am thinking that it's going to be on Mondays instead, because I am watching movies with Rory Valentine on Thursdays, and I do like doing that. I don't want to stop doing that because I am enjoying it a lot. Plus, my Mondays are, a little busy already, and I can add a little more to them. Alright, let's do another random word. Entertain. Something that I really do enjoy doing is entertaining people. Even if it's like just the slightest thing. I enjoy giving people entertainment, even if it's like this, where it's just one guy talking to himself and a few other people. That's a good vibe for me. I have thought about listening to my own streams to relax and to go to bed, but I seem to be reluctant to do that. I think it's because I have such a not like a dislike for my own voice, but people generally don't listen to themselves talk to relax and go to sleep, but I do sometimes. And maybe there's a bit of an embarrassment towards it, but I've talked to myself most of my life. Maybe it's an eccentric, it's not quite neurotic, but it's something. It's just sometimes I have so much to say, and there's so much to say that I don't really know how else to get through it other than to just start talking. I do it like before I go to bed sometimes too. It's a good time. This in general is a good time for me though. All the good stuff that can happen in just a 2-hour period. It makes me learn a lot about myself and the amount that I'm capable of. Because, clearly I have an ability to help people, and it's something I want to do more of. I am looking forward to doing meditation stuff on Monday. I'm looking forward to getting into it more seriously. I almost feel like I'm falling asleep a little bit. Falling asleep to my own stream. I think maybe I'll end today a little early. Maybe in a few minutes. That might be nice. I think it's what I'll do. Alright, folks. Well, I thank you for coming to today's stream. Tonight was nice, and I feel like we had a good vibe the entire time. I feel like we're doing well, and this is another good step on the way to helping even more people. So thank you so much for coming here, for spending some time with me, and if you're listening to this in the future, thanks for tuning in and for checking things out. If you'd like to, you can look at my Patreon when the stream ends. It'll be up for about 5 minutes before I turn it off. And if you'd like to do even more, come visit me on my YouTube channel if you'd like, and take a look around at the stuff I've got. I've got over 30 videos of good content that can help you relax or meditate or even just have a lovelier mood than you had a few minutes ago. Thank you, Ella. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I had a good time. I am a little tired now, I think, but it's only because I've been a little exhausted from things going on with my grief. But, you know, it is a nice place. It's a very nice place to be. I'm glad you had a good time, Jenny. Really, I am. And thank you guys so much for being here once again. I'm glad to have you. I'm glad that you've had me. Have a great night. Take care. And stay safe. See you next time.